How to identify and value estate assets in probate. Have you ever wondered how to identify and value estate assets during the probate process? It can seem overwhelming, but understanding the steps can make it much easier. Let's break it down into manageable parts. First, you need to compile a complete inventory of everything the deceased owned at the time of death. This includes real estate, bank accounts, investments, personal property like vehicles and jewelry, business interests, and retirement accounts. The executor or personal representative appointed by the probate court is in charge of this task. The first step in this process is gathering documentation. Collect deeds, titles, account statements, insurance policies, and any other documents that prove ownership of the assets. This paperwork is essential for establishing what is part of the estate. Next, determine the ownership of each asset. You need to clarify whether the assets are solely owned, jointly owned, or have designated beneficiaries. This is important because it affects whether the assets will pass through probate. Now, let's talk about valuing the assets. Each asset must have a fair market value assigned as of the date of death. For real estate, you will often need a professional appraisal to get an accurate value. Financial accounts can be valued based on the statements available at the date of death. If personal property has significant value or is disputed, an appraisal may also be necessary. It is also important to identify any debts and liabilities associated with the estate. Make a list of outstanding debts, mortgages, or liens that will reduce the net value of the estate. This will help you understand the true value of what is left after debts are settled. Once you have gathered all this information, the executor submits the inventory and valuation to the probate court as part of the estate administration. This report is a key part of the probate process. For African American families, this process can be particularly significant. Historical challenges in wealth accumulation and transfer mean that clear estate planning is vital. Many families face issues like heirs property, wherein clear ownership can complicate probate and asset valuation. Without proper planning, assets may be subject to lengthy probate, increased costs, or even loss through forced sales. To avoid these complications, consider establishing wills, trusts, or other legal arrangements. These can clarify asset ownership and reduce delays and expenses during probate. Engaging qualified appraisers and probate attorneys who understand the unique challenges faced by African American estates can ensure accurate valuation and proper legal handling. Addressing heirs property is also essential. When property is inherited without a will, it can lead to unclear ownership and vulnerability to loss. Proper estate planning and clear valuation can help prevent this situation. Lastly, remember that accurate asset valuation is crucial for calculating estate taxes and planning for Medicaid eligibility. This can have a direct impact on retirement security. Identifying and valuing estate assets in probate involves careful documentation, professional valuation, and legal oversight. For African American families, proactive estate planning is a key strategy to safeguard retirement assets and support wealth preservation across generations.